Rebellions are built on hope. Well, I should have been like, Jeremiah, did you know that rebellions are built on hope?
Hey everyone, welcome back to a rebellion-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I'm Jeremiah.
I'm Drew.
And we are back with a trailer reaction for Andor.
Bow, bow, bow.
Oh, I should have hit the button.
There you go.
I was late. I wasn't thinking. But yes, we finally got a trailer for Andor. And we all
Andor was awesome.
And we were expecting it to come out anyway, so it wasn't a surprise. But it did come out on Thursday night,
Which was surprising.
Which was surprising. We weren't ready for it, so we're doing it after we recorded the first two breakdowns of the Kenobi series.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we just finished recording those, so we are going to do this trailer. And so, Drew, overall thoughts of this trailer before we break it down?
I mean, it's pretty sick. I love it was a good trailer. When I did my reaction to it, which you guys can go check that out on YouTube. When I did my reaction to it, I was like, after the first time I watched it, I was like, okay, so the Boba Fett trailer was absolutely the worst trailer we ever got.
I don't even remember anything from the
It's
trailer.
so bad, bro. If you ever go watch it again, it's so slow. The cutscenes when the words are out, the words are so long because they literally just didn't know what they were gonna do. Like it was so bad. But anyways, like this trailer felt like I was watching a movie trailer. Like super intense, super well done. The quality is amazing. And like the Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer like gave me chills and I was like that is going to be the best show. I now think that the how much effort they put into this show, like every episode is gonna feel like we're watching. Like it felt like I was watching Rogue One, like a different version. It just has that dark, eerie tone to it, but the quality is like super high up, and it's just I'm glad we waited so long because we've been waiting for this show for a while, and then COVID happened, and it probably got delayed and stuff. It just feels so good. I'm super excited for this show. So, but yeah, overall, this trailer is amazing. The concept behind like the noise and how it created the song in the background was just so dope. It's like it was so sweet. Yeah. So yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, I remember. So everyone, we've known about the show for like 2 years or longer now that they're gonna do this, and it's like one of those shows that like no one cared about.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone loves Rogue One, but like a show about Cassian Andor, like people just like we don't care about this guy. So like no one was ever really excited for this show, and then
Mm-hmm.
like they said it's 12 episodes. I'm like, dang. And then they renewed it for a second season before we even got a trailer. This was like,
I forgot they did that.
it was like last fall they announced this
Yeah, and we're
second
like, we
season
haven't even
already.
seen anything.
I'm
Why
like,
are you
what's
gonna?
going on?
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, whatever. It's like, I was never really excited for it. But man, let me tell you, this trailer has got me hyped for it. Like, this trailer was
Same.
incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely different than what I thought the show was. I thought the show was going to be basically like a cross between like live action Rebels and Rogue One. It's kind of like that similar feel of like Rebels. It's more like just random missions and random things with kind of like some overarching plot. But this one is very, very different, much grander scale of things. And the one thing is though, it reminded me of the Eclipse trailer with the music, like the drumming and the music, and then
Mhm.
like primitive looking
Or
people.
even Mando season 2 trailer
I
had
don't,
that
I don't remember that
those
at all.
guys singing in the background.
I don't remember that.
Brrr. You don't remember that?
No, I just remember that from the Eclipse trailer.
Oh.
So hopefully this doesn't get canceled or delayed like
Well,
Eclipse.
I mean, if you guys haven't seen the trailer, one, while you're listening to this, go watch the trailer and then come back and listen to this. But they announce also on top of that that it's August 31st, which is like,
Yep, last day in August. So we're
but it's like what,
4 months
three
away, 3 months away.
3 months
This is
away?
May, 3 months away.
Yeah.
Like, gotta do math in my head. Yeah, so 3 months away. Um, and it will bring us to, assuming that it's every one episode every week, it will bring
Hmm.
us to the week before Thanksgiving. So
Yeah.
all of fall is going to be filled up with this, and so um, I'm excited. I'm like super excited, more than I thought I was ever going to be for the show.
Yeah. Just
And
by the trailer alone. So, and, and I think it's just, I was talking to my wife, but it's like this weekend has been the most intense weekend for a Star Wars fan in a long time that
in
I
a
can
long time,
remember.
yeah,
Like, it feels like we just got an announcement that episode 7 is coming out for the first time. Like, that's what it feels like to me right now.
right.
Like, I was sitting at work, then this trailer dropped, and then we got an announcement that the that same day I did reaction. Then all of a sudden, bam, we got Kenobi like literally like right after that. And it's just like so much cool stuff's happening, and they're announcing shows left and right. We got game trailer. We haven't really got any dramatic trailers since, which is kind of surprising to me. But maybe we'll get one.
Well, I think we'll get some stuff on Sunday because there's Bad Batch and Visions panels, and so
Yeah.
pretty
But
sure we'll get trailers or teasers for
either
those.
way, it's like so much fun stuff's going on, and like we it's like we are gonna end Kenobi and probably have like a few weeks without any show, and then bam, we're at a show again. And it's just like it feels like I don't know about you, Jeremiah, but I feel like with the Marvel shows that are coming out, like I'm already like lost track. Like Moon
Uh,
Knight, and
I'm all
then
caught up.
She Hulk is about to come out. Like they're just like busting out these shows. Like when what's it called, Hawkeye or whatever. Was it Hawkeye? Yeah.
Yes, there was a Hawkeye show.
When that show came out, I had no idea that show was coming out. Like it just came out. And like it was just like super quick. And I feel like we're getting like that with Star Wars now. Like they're just piling up. And like we're supposed to get was it Mando season 3 is supposed to be like right away next year. And like this is so much cool stuff. So it's exciting. Right now is a good time to be a Star Wars fan. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and something that I learned though about this Andor show is none of it was shot in the volume.
Hmm.
So this is all on sets and on locations.
Yep.
Nothing is in the volume, which is different. So it's going to give a different feel to things.
I think it's gonna
Um,
have more of like a movie feel because of that.
I think it's just going to be, it's going to have a more practical
Yeah.
aspect, because there are scenes in there that look like very similar to Rogue One when they're running in the streets on Jeddah. Like it was very reminiscent of that, which you're limited in what you can do in the
Yep.
volume for like space wise, just because it's a
Because
limited space.
at the
But
end
if
of the
you,
day, it's still room.
yeah, and then but here you can see like they're definitely on sets, big sets, actually outside in nature in areas. So I don't know. This is gonna be a very different type of show, and I'm excited for it. So we might as
Yeah.
well just jump in
Yeah. Let's go.
to kind of scene by scene stuff. So it just opens up with some guy, big guy, grabbing some hammers,
Some Beats by Dre on.
and then this bangs on this big giant metal drum, which
Or Bell.
it's a
There's a
drum.
it's a different bell.
I don't know. I think it's a drum. I call it a drum.
But it's in like a bell tower.
Well, that doesn't make it a. He's in the bell tower. Does that mean he's a bell?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so it's this very. I think I feel like that's like a real thing that they made that actually makes that sound.
Yeah, it
So
it's
I
pretty cool.
you should buy one of those, Drew, when they come out. The Black Series is
The Black Series of that.
cost you like $10,000 or $20,000. But
And
yes,
I don't have
so
a room big enough for that, probably.
yeah, so and what's interesting, if you put the subtitles on, like you see these
Uh,
characters' names, and so this guy's name is Time Grappler.
it says, what does it say too when he hits the bell? It's like bell.
Well, it says grunts as he's about to hit it, and then it says
Mhm.
bell tolling.
So
But
what's a
yeah,
bell?
it's a drum.
The drum bell.
But yeah, so then it goes to Lucasfilm logo, and then like a tribe of some sort is
Mhm.
on some riverbank or lake thing.
Kind of reminds me of like the tribe from Mando season 1, like that one tribe,
Oh,
kind of.
the sanctuary.
Yeah,
Well, they were blue, but these ones are yellow.
yeah, but it kind of has that feel.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
know
so
they're not
then
the same ones, but
they react to some sort of ship that looks like it's crash landing.
crashing. Yeah.
Um, and so then it pans to a, a young man in a yellow shirt,
Hmm.
long hair. I feel like that's Cassian as boy, because like we know from Rogue One that he said he was in this fight since he was 6 years old. Now that boy is older than 6 years old,
Like 12.
but I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of close ups of like an
Hmm.
age progression on an individual in
Yeah.
this trailer, and I feel like that's him. This is where his home world. I don't know. So there's just that, and then it goes to like a junk yard planet
Hmm.
thing, which reminds me of like Braca, which we know from.
Is that Braca?
No, I'm saying it reminds me of Braca.
I think it is Braca.
And why do you say that?
Well,
Is that a star destroyer right there?
it is.
Do you know that for a fact?
Well, other people have said it is,
I don't know. It
and
doesn't really look like
I think it definitely looks like it is.
whatever it is.
I'm gonna go with this Braca.
Okay, we're on Braca again, so that's the
It,
third
it
time this.
definitely looks like it.
But there's a little like
Droid.
Wally droid of some sort
Wally.
who's building a tower out of trash for thousands of years. I don't know, but I don't know what that significance of that because it's a really quick scene and we don't really see anything like that again. I don't think. But then it goes to a laboratory
Hmm.
of some sort. Like there's like robotic stuff. Um, and they have like orange detailing on it, but
And
I
it's
don't know
so clean. It kind of looks like a clone facility kind of thing, but
because later on in the
I don't
trailer
think
there's
it
like
is.
I think it's like an underwater prison maybe, and like you see like the tubes under like with the people in the white with the orange stripes
Hmm.
walking through it. So I think it's like a prison, and they're just forced to like build stuff,
Yeah,
like whatever.
yeah. It
Um,
kind of looks like they're prison
so I don't know like
prisoners.
what they're building. I don't know.
At first, it kind of looked like a K2SO droid for a second for me, but then
It would just be like
too big. I don't
I
know.
don't know. It's not even anything. It's just look like it's like a crane,
Yeah.
like, like a robotic
Hmm.
whatever. So like, what we should say, this trailer just goes by really fast. Like every scene says boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, we're like 30 seconds into it, and we've seen like
Yeah,
5 different things.
and
Also,
then
and we gotta also say within the trailer, they're hitting the bell, and it's making a noise, and everyone's turning it, so it looks like they're almost like looking at like
they're
where
reacting
the
to something. Like a lot of this stuff, they're
yeah
reacting to something coming. And I think it's just the Empire comes, and
yeah
they're just
yeah. I don't,
reacting.
but it just seems like it's like the bell is ringing, but it's not. It's cool. It's a really cool feeling to a trailer for sure.
Right. And then after that, it goes to a group like on a sandy hill, and it's like a woman with long dark hair
Mm.
and like people are start scrambling. They cover up their weapons, and I think that I'm guessing that woman maybe could be Cassian's mother, maybe or sister or something. I don't know.
Lover.
Maybe I don't know. And then we see another old guy, not old guy, but like a father figure type guy that's running, wearing green, and his name in the credits is Salman Pak or Pack Paak, Salman. And so I don't know who he is
Mm-hmm.
because obviously he's not an Andor because that's obviously. But then we get this boy, like teenage boy, wearing like a
Mm-hmm.
straight hoodie. That's like, is there hoodies in Star Wars like that?
There is now
There's this. Is this a regular
green hoodie.
green hoodie? Which I don't know.
You know.
That kind of took me out of it for a second.
Okay,
Like,
if you go to like 3 or 36 seconds and pause it right before that part when they're hiding all the weapons, it doesn't kind of look like the guy's wearing a Santa Claus hat.
what?
Uh, are you at?
I'm trying to look at it, but
It's the far right guy or lady running when they're running to the bench to hide the guns. Kind of
uh,
looks like a Santa Claus hat. It's like a red hat with the white underneath. It kind of looks like Santa Claus. It's funny.
I don't know. Oh, so I'm looking back at that. So if you go back to that scene with the girl with the long hair,
Mm-hmm.
um, there's a guy with brown pants and like a gray top. I think that might be Cassian, like young Cassian, because he kind of looks like. Later on, we see like a de-aged Cassian,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that might be the same. I don't know, do you
Yeah,
see what I'm
yeah.
talking
You,
about?
you see him in the running part too.
So I wonder if
Next
that
to
might
the
be
Santa Claus one.
Cassian. But
Everyone in the
anyways,
chat's like, "Look, it's Santa."
I think it's just like a red hat with just like
Yeah,
a
it is. It
white.
just looks like a Santa Claus hat. It's funny.
But so that Salmon guy, he just bangs like a warning.
Bell essentially, but it's like a higher pitch, and like now with that sound and the other sound, it sounds like they're like making a beat essentially in the
Yeah.
background for the trailer, which is super cool concept.
And then after that, we have like it's definitely like a new version of the lat gunships from Clone Wars.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know my ships that well all the time, so like I can't really tell what's different about it. But
I
they're definitely.
well,
I think
I
the
saw
wings
someone
are
pull it up. The wings are shorter,
shorter,
and
yeah.
then there's no open
Si-
hole.
sides,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So they're definitely bringing in troopers of some sort, and so I think I don't know. I'm guessing that the show. We always talk about flashbacks now, but I feel like we're gonna see a lot of Andor as a growing up in
Mm-hmm.
flashbacks, or maybe it's just might just be straight growing up, and it's just kind of like linear. But we do see later on clone troopers, so like some of the stuff is going to take place right after episode 3, I think.
Yeah.
So just this might be this next generation of the lat gunships, and there might be clones on there actually. Um, but it looks like as they're approaching, like all these like workers, they're wearing like orange jumpsuits and yellow jumpsuits, and they have like these helmets on with like yellow and white. So that I can't remember what like the workers on in Jedi Fallen Order were when they're in Braca. But it looks like they're like at some sort of junkyard.
Yeah.
So that might, like you said, that might be Braca. There's people working, salvaging stuff. But like I said, this is going super fast. So every scene is just like 2 seconds long. We got the guy hitting the bell again, and then we got people inside buildings dropping like
The window
window
covering.
coverings, which they're not really hiding much in that.
No.
They're just like see through,
I think
and
it's more of just like they
it's
might be able to lock it.
and
You
it's
know, like
definitely
when you're at like the mall and they pull down like the
yeah.
chain.
But like this is
That's what
this
it
is
feels
on the
like.
inside of the glass, so you can smash the glass still. Like I
True,
don't
but you
know,
can't get past that part.
maybe.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, but it's kind of cool.
See a blonde lady next,
which
leaning up against a building, and there's probably
troopers.
stormtroopers. I can't
Yes.
tell if they're clone
That
troopers.
that angle though reminds me of when those rebel people attacked the troopers
Right, Rogue One.
in Rogue One. Like she's hiding, just fiddling with something in the corner as they walk by, and then it looks like she might end up ambushing them with a group of people, kind of thing.
Right.
So I thought
So
that was cool.
she's probably a main character there.
Hmm.
Then we see a gentleman open up a door to some sort of
Officer?
like I don't think that they're imperial. It just must
No,
no because we've never seen
what do
colors
you
like that and
mean?
uniforms like that. I feel like there's I don't know like whatever planets are on. If this stuff is happening like at the beginning of the
Hmm.
Empire, these are just like the
Yeah,
police or
but
the
we see.
military of this planet. And they're now being kind of replaced by the
Oh,
Empire, so they're
interesting.
coming. So I think that's what's happening. Because like this guy that's right at the door, we see
Hmm.
him multiple times throughout the trailer, I think. And so,
Well, and what we see, yeah, we see that person like look flustered and stuff. I don't know.
and I think later on, like when it seems he's given like a hologram image of Cassian, and he's kind of staring at it.
Hmm.
So like I wonder if like him and Cassian are from the same home planet,
But
and he's
for
trying to
me,
like
it seemed
protect
like
his
he was
planet by like turning him
hunting
in.
Cassian,
Right. They kind of protect. Like
or
he's
maybe.
being forced by the Empire to do something, and he's like Cassian is like a target that he has to follow after, like chase after. I don't know, but I like those uniforms. Those are cool. That's definitely a
New cosplay.
cosplay 501st thing
Hmm.
that people could do. And this is then
Well,
this
and you
right
can
here.
tell by that too. You can tell by the ranking because their bills are orange, and the people behind them don't have a orange bill.
Yeah,
So you can tell
yeah.
that the two
Most of them
people in
have like
front.
this blue, and then the one guy has like an orange one also. But and then after that, we see Cassian for the first time, like close up, and it's definitely a de-aged uh,
Something.
Diego Luna because he looks a lot younger, and it's that same long hair we saw from the guy earlier. Like, so he's definitely sneaking around doing stuff that he shouldn't because that's just what he does.
Hmm.
But he sees
You see a
stormtroopers.
stormtrooper, and it seemed like maybe around the same time when that girl was hiding
Yeah, same. It looks like the same like
area
opening area
planet.
or something. But I don't know. It just looks weird, like him, like his face, like de-aged. Hopefully, it's more believable
Hmm.
in the show. Like, hopefully, it's not like overdone where it's like entire episodes of him de-age because I feel like that'd be more distracting. If it's just like flashbacks, like it'd be better.
Yeah.
But then we get some dialogue from Cassian,
Hmm.
and it's like some imperial council or something. In cases they're so proud
Boardroom,
of they're so proud of themselves, so fat and satisfied.
and there's like a
So
picture of
yeah, because
them
you
drinking, and they look fat and.
yeah, so in the background you see the imperial logo, so that's definitely imperial stuff. And it's like this new guy has just like a I don't know what all the just straight blue rankings are. Like admiral, I don't know what all the admiral rankings are, and but so that's probably might be like the main villain. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it
This
seems
that
like
old
that.
guy, because he looks like he's just center, front and center. Um, but then we see people in like normal officer uniforms that we're normally seeing that they're having a drink of something.
Hmm.
And then we see a different girl running with a
Hmm.
yellow jacket on. So I don't know who she is. Got the bell ringer again, and then we see like some elevators.
Hmm.
So I wonder where this is because this could be like it looks like it's buildings rather than like those
Yes.
holes in Coruscant.
Yeah, but I think it's Coruscant though.
Okay.
It has a Coruscant look.
Yeah, and so you see that. So I don't know where it's sending, but it could be like um some sort of like military facility too. I don't know.
Yeah.
After that, we see Mon Mothma speaks and says they're everywhere, and we see some sort of Imperial officer woman, and she
With
has. You see who's behind her?
yeah, two Death
Death
Troopers.
Troopers.
So she's
So
pretty high ranked if she has Death Troopers with her.
yeah, or whatever she's in charge of is
Hmm.
that important. So, but we should remind that this show takes place 5 years before
Before Rogue
Rogue
One.
One. So this is, you know, during the same time as Rebels season 1 probably. So we don't
Hmm.
know how long like the show is like the duration, like if it's like a year's time as for season 1 or if it's a short time, but definitely going to overlap. So it'd be interesting to rewatch season 1 of Rebels before we watch this
Mm.
and to see if there's any like, you know, chatter in the background that like kind of like of referencing each other's shows or something.
Or even
Uh,
if we get some characters from Rebels,
nah, that's not gonna happen,
bro. You never know,
dude.
man.
They're not gonna do it. It's a completely different group of people. Like they have their own cell in this thing. Cassian seems like he's more, you know, in his sector of the galaxy, where the Ghost Crew they did their area of the galaxy, and then he's gonna do his
That's
own.
true.
And so, but because Mon Mothma is gonna have a major role, like
Hmm.
he might be going on missions on her behalf. Maybe I'm guessing,
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
but uh, she so like some transport or like taxi or something comes down and picks
Hmm.
up Mon Mothma, and she's
Looks like it's
going
Coruscant.
yeah, because she obviously works on at Coruscant with the Senate.
Yeah.
So this is the same actress that was in that played Mon Mothma in Rogue One, and
Hmm.
also I guess it's technically a deleted scene from Revenge of the Sith that she never got in because I don't think it's actually in the movie, right?
Mm-mm.
So it's the same actress for that, and she definitely looks spot on for the original Mon Mothma actress from the original trilogy. But she says that they're watching me now, so she's definitely pushing back against the Empire in the Senate,
Yeah.
and now like she's getting unwanted attention. I'm assuming like, other senators are kind of like pushing back at her because they're fearful of what she's doing. Because if she keeps pushing, maybe the Imperial, the rest of the people in the Senate or the whatever are going to push back at her.
Hmm.
But she's going to some fancy senator parties, just doing her thing. I think we could definitely see some Bail Organa too in the
Oh,
show
true.
because he's in Rogue One and he's in contact with Mon Mothma, like they're
Yep.
talking to each other. So that's definitely doable.
Might
Uh,
be seen when he actually fully like kind of stepped away a little bit.
yeah, and then it goes to some mountain ridges, and then you see it's a group of people in some woods. Don't recognize anybody there, but this kind of looks like it's like a rundown little spot. They just kind of threw together some little huts or something,
Yeah.
camp
No,
site.
you recognize that girl
What girl?
in the Santa Claus hat.
The guy.
The guy and that original
Oh,
girl
the
that
other
you said
girl
that could
too.
be her mom,
His
his
mom,
mom.
yeah,
So this is back to that scene.
but or the same characters, yeah. And then a new character, Luthen, who's watching some sort of facility from a distance, says, "Soon enough, these days will end."
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes to some facilities on like a giant lake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing this is like a prison.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing too.
Because like that's kind of the best way to keep prisoners
Hide
from
them
escaping.
underwater,
Is hide them underwater, keep them surrounded by
deep
water.
enough where if they try to escape, they'll drown. Yeah.
Yeah, so it'd be definitely a lot harder to escape from this.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, and then you can also see like that image. You see like there was water going into it, kind of thing. around it, and
Yeah, it'd
then
probably come up and down out of the water as needed.
yeah,
Um, some Imperial officer then is
walking
arriving at
through,
somewhere, some jail cells or something.
and then you get these people that are in that orange and white.
Yeah,
They're chained together. It's kind of
are
looks
they
like
chained?
that one black guy definitely has something. He's holding his hands in front of him.
Oh,
It
yeah.
seems like they
So
are
when I first saw this, I thought these were like
clones.
clones, but it's
Yeah,
not. And I thought
but
maybe it's
then
like maybe it could be like a Imperial training facility, maybe. And these are just like all like
it could
recruitments.
be
They're
all
like
slaves.
some people like or yeah taken by the Empire and they're just turned into troopers or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I
That's
think
possible.
whatever like this is like a focal point of the show. Like whatever these people
Yeah.
are with the white and orange. But the subtitles here say during this it says there will be no rules going forward,
Mm-hmm.
which
And if you pause it there when they're walking, it's like that water is going past them. So this seems like this is in the lake, like underground.
right. And then we see that I think that's the same guy as earlier with a different like military suit that we talked about, and he's looking at this hologram of Cassian,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just studying that.
Then you get
Um,
people still ringing bells.
and then we have like a montage of like people from behind, just like looking at the back of their head in
Mm-hmm.
different scenes, which is cool. So like we get probably that same guy in that suit, like the village or town he's in has been like, destroyed, attacked, or
Mm-hmm.
something. See, this is what I'm most excited for. Mon Mothma at the Senate building, inside the Senate, speaking. Do you think we're
Mm-hmm.
going to see Emperor Palpatine?
I think so.
That'd be, oh man, because like
I mean, Ian
episode four,
McDermott, he hinted that he was in something coming up, so this could be it.
yeah. So well, he could be in Kenobi too.
Well, that too.
But
Maybe
yeah,
both of them.
so this is so in episode four, New Hope, we get a little passing information that the Senate has been dissolved by the Emperor,
Mm-hmm.
and so this is like so if you look at all those pods, some of them have white on them. I think
Yeah.
those are the pods that have senators in them, and the other ones are empty.
Yeah.
See, so I'll be interested to go back to like the prequel movies and see the white light ups and then like the blank ones to see if that's what that actually means. Because if so, I wonder if this means like he's been slowly getting rid of the Senate, like each planet or system is being removed, and so now they no longer have a spot, and these are just the remaining systems. So I can count 1, 2, 3, 4,
There's
5,
like
6, 7, 8,
five.
9, 9 of them there, and she's just kind of speaking to the remnants.
Mm-hmm.
Because was it season 2 or season 3 of Rebels? It's probably I think it's season 3 when the Rebel Alliance officially comes together,
Mm-hmm.
and so at that in that episode, my Mothma is on the run. Like she's now officially on the run from the Empire. So we're just like a year or two away from that, a couple years in Rebels. So she's definitely getting a lot of pushback, and like she said, people are watching her. So I'm excited for that
Yeah.
political part. Then it goes to what I think was
That
that
blonde
same
girl.
the blonde girl that had the Death Troopers behind her.
Yep.
She says people are standing up, and her name is Marva, Maarva.
Mm. And she's walking, and it seems like she's at potentially probably the planet where he was hiding, and the Cassian was hiding away
Yeah,
from it because it has the same architecture kind of look.
and then those like she walks by some troopers
The
or
Han
something.
troopers.
Like the mud, I think they're called mud troopers from the
Yeah.
Solo movie. I don't know if if that's the same because I feel like they had like a
What if what if the actor for Solo, the Han is just standing there like this
oh
is one of
gosh,
his first things? That'd be so cool.
ugh,
He's
weird.
just randomly
But
standing there.
I think the mud trooper ones had like cloth hanging off the back to cover up the space between the bottom of the helmet and the shoulder pads.
Yeah,
I
but there's
thought.
cloth there, so it might just be
Well,
for the
but I don't. You
angle.
can see there's no. I don't see any cloth hanging from the helmet though. I don't know.
Uh,
We'll probably find. It's probably just a new
they just might
trooper.
not have that, but they also had their those goggles, those same green goggles though.
Yeah. Then after that, some guy is walking outside like, and it looks like an Imperial facility because a Tie Fighter goes by. I think those might be like those shuttle things that we see in the original trilogy.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's some sort of Imperial facility. And we see some other hooded guy at night walking. I don't know who that is. Another guy with like a holding a baton or something. And those are when we see the clone troopers at 1:30. It's hard. It's really quick, but those are phase 2 clone troopers.
Oh yeah,
So this is right after
I didn't see this when I did my reaction video. I didn't recognize
yeah, well, it's
that
super
too.
super
It's
fast.
so
It's like
fast.
less than a second. So I think this confirms too that this is some of this a lot of stuff is going to take place right after um episode 3.
Dude, it'd be cool. I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but if we see like Bad Batch,
I don't know. We could.
that'd be cool. But I feel like they were already making this before the Bad Batch.
Well, they had all this stuff planned for years.
That's true.
So
Unlike 789. But yeah.
okay.
Uh, yeah,
And
that's so
then
cool.
yep. So then after that, we see that second girl with the long hair again. I think so. She's all bloody from something.
And you see, if you look at her, if you pause at her, there is that blue
The,
soldier person
with the
behind her.
orange, yeah.
Yeah.
And then some sort of this land speeder is getting shot at and blows up.
Kind of
And it's,
reminds me of the speeder in Solo.
yeah,
It's like a car almost.
yep. And it's just the same planet again with the
Blue.
blue and orange troopers or something. Kind of reminds me of Rogue One. And it's the same. Then that same guy comes running in,
With his,
surprised.
with his jaw out with the bottom bite.
Yep. And a quick shot of someone dropping onto a TIE
Fighter again.
fighter. And I think that then that's implying that that's casting because right after that, but there's a lot of, it's
No,
like a big open space. Like, I don't think there's,
no, that's not the same ship that Cassian's in. Because
but
look how
it makes
big.
it look like that I'm saying, but like
Yeah,
inside is way bigger than a TIE fighter.
yeah.
So,
It might be. I mean, I'm pretty sure it probably is him, just a different scene.
right.
But then, yeah.
And then it goes, and the final scene goes to some old lady.
Well, yeah. Well, we get Cassian again in a ship, and it looks like he's like,
Right. Yeah, that's what I said. About like it being a bigger space inside.
mm-hmm,
Like, so I think it's just some sort of transport ship or something.
yeah,
But then some old lady says that's what a reckoning sounds like. So she might be kind of like the head of that rebellion section.
yeah, that Garrison, and
And then
then
it just goes to the title screen
their logo looks so cool too.
Andor original series streaming August 31st.
So freaking soon.
So definitely
So good.
a, a fun trailer. The music and the throat singing and the drumming,
Mm-hmm.
it just gets you really pumped. And it's very different look
Super
than
pumped.
I was expecting from the show.
A
I thought it
lot
was,
different look than any show that we've got currently too.
yeah. And so,
And I wonder if Jeremiah, if a lot of that does have to do with that it's not a volume set, like it's
right.
like a movie set essentially. Because I remember when we got like that breakdown thing behind the scene look
Oh,
of Andor.
the sizzle really, like we got,
Yeah, and
we
they were
should
talking
have
about how
rewatched that.
they're building the set
I do remember that.
in London, and that was like right when season 1 of Mando came out.
Yeah. I wish I remembered about that because then we could have watched it again and kind of compared things.
Oh, that's true. Oh, we can do
Well,
it again. That would be cool. Like
but
before that movie comes out, we might do that because we're
yeah,
definitely
so
gonna get another trailer because that was the
that was just a
teaser
teaser
trailer.
thing. So I'm guessing after the
Kenobi.
Kenobi is done, we'll get it because
Yeah.
like wait a second, we got an official trailer for Obi-Wan Kenobi 2 weeks before, so maybe it'll be a little bit longer, like in August, before August. But
Mm.
I don't know. I'm like I said before, I'm more excited for this than I was.
Yeah, me too. And Jeremiah, I think a lot of that had to do with we did that behind the scenes of Rogue One not too long ago. So I think that kind of got us
Oh, I didn't even
in
remember
that
about that.
mindset.
I forgot about
It,
that stuff. We've
dude,
done
it
so
worked
many
for me.
episodes.
That's fair. And then on May 4th, I watched Rogue One, and I remember how much I love that movie. So yeah, this it feels like Rogue One. It literally has that feel to me. Like it has that dark eeriness, the flow. I don't know. It just felt like I was watching a different version of Rogue One. So I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it.
Yeah,
Actually, I'm more excited than I thought it was going to be. Like Jeremiah, like you said.
yeah. I think so. In Rogue One, like Cassian makes a statement about how he's not proud of all the things he did or something like that, and how he's
Hmm.
done some really terrible things. And so I think we're gonna see a lot of that in this show
Yeah.
of him, his whole journey from when he was 6 years old up to this show, of all the things that he did that were probably maybe more similar to like Saw Gerrera, where he was more extreme and like attacking people, but then like somehow he gets connected with Mon Mothma, who sides with a more
Peaceful side.
civilized rebellion,
Hmm.
more have more of a moral aspect of things, and so I think that'd be cool. Do you think we could see Saw Gerrera?
Yeah.
Oh, Forrest Whitaker comes back for that.
Dude, that'd be sick.
That'd be cool because
That'd
that
be
would
so
be
cool.
it would be pretty. It's pretty close to the same time. It's only 5 years before, and when we see Saw Gerrera in Rebels, like
Hmm.
season 2 or whatever, he's in mostly good shape. He's not just like a robot like he was in Rogue One.
Yeah.
So they could definitely have him,
It could definitely work for
even
sure.
if it's just for like one episode. Like that would be cool to
Yeah.
have Forrest Whitaker do that. Maybe
That'd
we'll
be
see some of
sick.
the rest of his crew, like
The weird, cool looking guy.
the yeah, or see the that
Hmm.
what's that thing that called that octopus thing that like makes you
Oh, what was that?
boogala or what is it?
Forget the Bugali.
Bugali. See
The
that thing?
Bugali.
Have Cassian use him or something to
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be cool. So
that'd be sweet.
yeah, so
So yeah,
that's pretty much everything for this trailer.
that's true. Yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a good show. And like we said earlier, like we were not expecting this. Like they said fall, but this is like, I mean, this is fall, but it's just like so fast. So I'm excited. Like I said in the beginning of this episode, like it's a good time to be a Star Wars fan, and it gives me that very first episode 7 trailer feels, and so I'm excited that we are able to be a part of it in a way with the podcast and stuff. It
Yeah,
got me super hype right now, so
yeah,
it's fun. So yeah.
definitely. So do you think with the 12 episodes, do you think they're going to be shorter episodes, like 30 minutes average, or do you think they're going to be that 40 to 55?
Probably like 40 to 50.
You think
I
they're going to
hope.
be like all the other shows that long?
I hope. I don't know. It's hard to tell because it isn't in the volume. It's kind of hard to tell because it is more practical, so it's probably harder to shoot. So it might be shorter because of that. But they also but like I said, like they've been doing this since like the wrap of Mando season 1
Let me see. I'm
s
going to quick look up like when production
started.
um
It's been a hot minute for sure.
Yeah, because let's see, production, blah blah blah. So 2018, serving as showrunner, executive, blah blah blah. October. Yeah, so it's definitely writing, casting, filming. So well, it says here that filming ended in November 2020.
Oh damn.
So yeah, they were definitely filming that. Oh, it says the series previously reported to begin filming in 2019 and was delayed because of that stuff. So yeah,
Yeah,
so
due to COVID
it was
and
definitely 2019 is when it started filming, and then it got delayed.
hmm
But I
and a lot of that did because they were on a set and it was like not even in the states too, so it was probably hard to film. So they probably had to wait until COVID was done to get back into it.
right, so
Unlike like they're able to do the volume stuff because at a certain point it was a controlled area and they can control who walks in and out, and it's a lot easier to
yeah,
and so yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. It's gonna be
yep,
dope.
me too. So hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, we don't get another animated show like Bad Batch that's like during the same time because then we got 2 episodes a week recording. Like Wednesday, Friday, or something like
I
that.
don't think they're gonna like. Oh, they might because it's not the same kind of content. But
Because like
I don't
then like if Mando season 3 is coming out in February, like I doubt that they would have Bad Batch
know.
during December or January. Maybe they could. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know.
We'll find out more about Bad Batch tomorrow.
Yes,
Which, if you're listening to this, be
today
today or a few days from now,
or
or
yesterday.
yesterday. All right. Well, before we sign off, let's go over social media stuff again. Go to if you're new to the podcast, go to links.co/Empire Radio, links with 2 I's. And there's a landing page for everything for Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Join the Discord. We're a great Discord community.
Mm-hmm.
Um, also, a link to leave a voicemail. Normally, we do voicemails every episode, but with all these extra episodes, we're just doing it once a week. So we did it for Kenobi season or episode 1, and then we'll be doing it in episode 3 because it'll just be each week then. But we always get all kinds of emails from fans, and so send in a voicemail. And also, needlesslynerdy.com is a podcast network we are part of. And if you want some more nerdy type podcasts, go click on the link for that. And also
Also,
Twitch.
go. Yep,
Twitch,
Twitch
we do
live.
live streams of every episode as well. So you can definitely join the chat. Like we always get our faithful like Will and Erica and some other people that pop up, and I think we got some new people over this weekend popping into the chat too. So yeah, they help us, fact check, answer some questions for us while we're talking. So they're definitely great in the chat, and then they're part of the Discord too, so you can definitely interact with them there too. Um, but yes, anything else, Drew, for this episode? This trailer breakdown.
I guess the biggest thing is make sure you tune into our YouTube channel as well because there's like I always say there's a lot of other content on there, and so you don't want to miss out on that. And the biggest thing is make sure you go check out our sponsor, Wesley Andrew. You can go check that out, wesleyandrew.cc for all your coffee and tea needs, and make sure you go use our promo code, which is what Empire Radio.
Radio, capital E, capital R, for
Yes,
15% off your first purchase. Normally we play an ad, but
but this was a little shorter episode, and
yeah.
we
And
totally
if you've
forgot
been
about that.
watching all of
But
our stuff all weekend, listening, you've been
yeah,
seeing that
yeah.
ad
I mean,
anyway.
come on,
So
just go check that sponsorship out and go spend some money over there, and it helps us out too. So,
yeah.
all right, yeah,
All
nothing
right,
else.
cool. Well, hopefully tomorrow we'll be recording some other things too. But until then, you
Hmm.
have been listening to another rebellion-tastic episode of Empire Radio. I am Jeremiah,
I'm Drew.
and may the Force be with you.
Always.